Okay, hi. I'm on my way to explain a project called Karsha. So, Karsha, what does the name mean? It does mean cash in Sanskrit. So, we just adopted a Kurukshetra style of fonting since we are releasing in this wonderful event, and we just adopted its own design. And we also adopted some of the terminologies called KID. It's not a Kurukshetra ID, but the Kasha ID, which allows you to do a safe and encrypted transaction. So let me go into the main page, and this will be our main page of the site. So it's nothing but Kasha is a new way of online and offline payments. A user who wants to use Kasha first registers as a customer on the site. He then logs in to select the desired product and then goes on to generate a unique Kasha ID. This KID is a uniquely generated 16-bit number. This ID holds all the details of the current transaction. At the same time, this ID is also generated in the merchant cloud. When a user proceeds, the KIDs of both user and customer clouds is matched with, and the result of the transaction is known to the user. Further, the user goes on to generate the keynote which contains the KID and a unique barcode. This keynote can be used for making offline payments, replacing traditional cash or credit card cards. Digitalized version of Keynote can also be used for offline payments using Bluetooth or NFC. Thus, the user is able to make online or offline payments with minimal authentication and in a more secure way. This is the whole idea behind Kasha. So you'll have about Kasha, and this will contain all the slides that we have put in this project. And let me go into the shopping cart. So in shopping cart, we have just put up some of the sample products you can try out, and each of the product is listed out with the product ID, and you have to just list out the product ID and product name. Since we have not used this sessions and other concept which is involved in PHP in this project, so we just try to authenticate you at each level just for a demo. For example, this project has two modes in it. One is the customer mode and there's the merchant mode. In the customer mode, you're requested to log in using the username and password, same as the merchant mode. And here, a customer can easily register himself. For example, uh, he can be authenticated. Let me put some of my details and a unique Aadhaar card. And we are also relying on e-governance, so we're just authenticating the user based on Aadhaar card also. So when you just enter your PayPal username and PayPal password, it just connects you to the PayPal cloud, so that you get instant access to your funds available and your transactions done, and everything gets connected here. Yeah, you're successfully registered. It's been added to the cloud or database. So when I just try to log in here, it takes a little amount of time. So you just get access to various options available here. So one is a keynote. So you just get the. So I've already used it. So I've generated many keynotes here. So just the KID and the PID and the cost, and then you get access to the funds available. The funds available, it will just ask you to enter the PayPal username and password so that you can check the funds here, and cart will redirect to the cart here, and you can just click again, and here this is the main purchase form. So you need to enter the name of the product and the ID of the product to get access. For example, I've just added to a product called LED. So let me just type the name LED in the product name, and the ID I can type it as 1010. So when I just click the KID, automatically a 16-bit digit randomly generated unique digit is being generated in front of me, and I just copy this for my further transaction, further level of authentication, and I just proceed to the next level of authentication. So where I am asked to generate the KID in the Aadhaar ID. Aadhaar ID, so it just evaluates the Aadhaar ID whether it's available or whether it's registered by a particular user, so that it just provides a next level of authentication here. Now Aadhaar ID I can just type in. For example, for now I can just type in some my number, and I get access to the KID and barcode. So this keynote contains two things. One thing is the KID and another thing is the barcode. So the KID is just a 16-bit unique ID, and each time I generate based on the KID, I just generate the barcode. This is the barcode I'm generating using a barcode of library which is available open source in the net. And this user can use this KID or barcode. So this KID will be generated and broadcasted to the merchant as when the user comes to the stage. So when it gets broadcasted to cloud, so the same KID which is being generated at the merchant level gets matched up. If both KID matches up, the transaction is succeeded. That's what is given here. And the barcode, it's useful for offline payments. The user can just take a printout of this page and can go to any of the vendors and he can just hand over this page. So this is just replacing the traditional cash or credit card payments. So it is very secure. So the vendor can easily track the payments by scanning the barcode or just by updating the KID in his own inventory database, so that it enables lesser authentication and more security. So this is the whole idea between the purchasing. The same way, let me go into the merchant login. I just kept the default username as merchant and password as password. Okay, so I get access to the user details that are being present here. So I get username and email, and username as, of course, not the password because it's encrypted. And then I get the access to the various transactions that have been done by the user. All users, not just particular users, but all users. So I just get a KID and a PID and a cost. For now, I've just assigned for some of the products. I will assign that a PID and a cost are 0. So just to check the collision, how it happens. And if I log out, it comes to the home page. So this is the whole idea between Karsha. So it just enables you to do both online and offline payments securely in intuitive way. So the main idea here is I'll just show you the PPT. Okay, project idea is introducing Keynote hands-free payments and less degree of authentication ensured, and payment transfer through Bluetooth or NFC or cloud. And this is done when the customer meets the vendor face to face, so that he can transfer his digitalized version of Keynote through Bluetooth or NFC or cloud to the device of the vendor. So secure transaction is also ensured. So technologies we have used, there's a front end we have used HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and server-side scripting we have used PHP, and back end we have used MySQL and Apache Server. So Apache Server we have used XAMPP mainly for local testing, and authoring tools I have used Dreamweaver for designing. Design aids I have used Photoshop, will be used for designing the logos. And the dual modes of operation, one is the merchant mode and the consumer mode. Merchant activities, you can view the user info, authenticate the user, generate the KID, view transactions. So consumer activities, you can view the available funds and purchase the products, and he can also generate the KID for a transaction that is independent of the timing being done, and he can broadcast the KID to the cloud and get keynotes, which is both for offline and online payments. So this is the whole workflow during the transaction. The customer generates the KID, which is being automatically broadcasted to the cloud, and the details to generate the KID is being provided by the form that he fills up. And at the same time, the KID is also being generated at the merchant level, which is get broadcasted to the cloud. So at the time of transaction, what happens is this KID which is being generated by the customer gets matched up with the KID which is being generated by the merchant. On successful match, the transaction is completed, or else it fails. So this is all taken care of by this authentication algorithm. So after each successful transaction, these transactions are being saved as inventory, and it is being sent periodically to PayPal for investigation or for verification. So after this transaction being completed, he gets access to the Keynote which contains a unique KID and a barcode. So using this, he can do both online and offline payments securely. So applications can be used in mobile devices. Any tablets, any smartphones can support this application, provided it has the necessary libraries in it, and it can also be used in standalone computers. So benefits: lesser authentication due to generation of KID. We are exploiting the cloud to the core. This is just an extension of cloud computing that's being going now. And payments made easy with secure access, and portability can be portable in all devices, mobile PCs and smartphones, and made it open source technologies. We are just relying on open source so that it will be easy to make changes, and it will be easy for PayPal also to implement if they accept this. Thank you.